Hello. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Kevin Onslow, the Vice President of Logistical Planning for the Southeastern states, Eastern Southwestern states, and the lower portion of the Upper Midwestern states. Corporate has asked me to make this video in order to address some incidents that occurred last weekend at our team building getaway at the Shawano Indian Casino and Resort in Belleville, Pennsylvania. First of all, I'd like to say that I am on a medication that causes me to have an adverse reaction to alcohol. Apparently, one of the side effects of this medication is that when I drink a great deal of alcohol, I get very drunk. This, unfortunately, is what happened last weekend and caused me to act in a somewhat irrational manner. And for that, I sincerely apologize to anyone who may have been offended, insulted, frightened, physically harmed, or just annoyed by something I did. I would also, on the advice of my attorneys, like to make a few specific apologies. First of all, I'd like to apologize to Nate Silver and his wife and family. I honestly did not know that Nate had a heart condition. If I had, I would never have made him the anchor of that tug-of-war exercise. The good news is that I have spoken to the doctors and Nate is doing well, and he should be as good as new and back at work in 8 to 10 months. Well, 8 to 10 months after he comes out of the coma, but they say that could happen any day. I would also like to personally apologize to my boss, George Mulhaney, for calling his wife back at home, holding the phone up to an adult movie playing on my TV, and telling her that it was George and his secretary in the next room. Again, I did not know that George was in fact having an affair with his secretary, and that his wife had suspected this for some time. I just hope they can work it all out, and George is back from his leave of absence sooner rather than later. I would like to apologize to Howard Borkus for the noogie incident during the trust building exercise. Honestly, Howard, I did not realize you wore a toupee, and I will happily pay to have it reweaved or resewn or however they reattach it. Finally, I would like to apologize to the Shawano Indian tribe for a couple of things. First of all, I didn't realize that when I peed off the balcony of my room that I was actually urinating on your sacred burial grounds. That was my bad, clearly, although I will say that having the sacred burial grounds right next to your casino seems like poor planning on your part. And now that the casino has burned down, you may want to consider rebuilding it somewhere else. Which brings me to the second apology. While I am not saying that I started the fire or am in any way liable for it, I am sorry in general that your casino and resort were completely destroyed. I know I was only there about 3 hours, but it seemed like a really nice place. So, to sum up, I'm on medication, I had a little too much to drink, I acted kind of crazy, I'm really sorry. Oh, and one last thing, I almost forgot. I apparently have a large tattoo on my back that says Kevin and Angela together forever. If you're that Angela and you're watching this, please contact me. I think we may be legally married. Also, you may want to check for crabs. Sorry.